and thank you for watching.
Before we jump in, I wanted to point out that while I have 5.8 thousand subscribing viewers, there are over 18,000 of you who watch but are not yet subscribed. Please do me a quick favor. Hit that like button if you're into fashion dolls and foolery, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss out on any new videos. All right, let's get into it.
In this video, I'm going to unbox and review from Falcon, Amazon Warrior G.I. Joe with the eagle eyes. Let's take a closer look. This is the shipper for Falcon's Guerreiro de Amazonia, which translates in English to Amazon Warrior G.I. Joe. It doesn't say the G.I. Joe part, but that's just, I guess, implied. But let's get this open. And it looks like it's taped, so I'm going to get my blade and get to cutting that tape so I can tear this off. Looks like the top needs to be cut as well. I'm trying to do it in a straight line, but I'm not really good at that. But let's see if it works. Just about works. Ooh, look, we've got our box inside here. I'm hoping the box sucks because I don't want to like it and want to keep it. But oh no. Oh no, look at this box. This is too cool. Let me move this shipper out of the way so that you can actually see this. This is too cool. Oh, wow. All right, so let's go in. Number one, I love the logo there. Look, he's all beat up. I just love it. And then you can see the artwork here. And I'll scroll so that you can see the artwork. This is really super cool. And I'm not even going to bother to try to read the Spanish there because I'm going to butcher it. And you can see more information about the conteúdo. See, I'm messing it up already, so I'm not even going to try. But you can see all the information here. And then the side of the box here, really cool. Looks like he's got the grip hand. Very nice. And let's see what it's... Oh, but then we've got the logo here. And then, oh, we've got the front of the box, of course, with our doll slash figure. And you can see what it looks like. Really very awesome. But let's go in on some of the detail here. Of course, we've got the logo, which I just absolutely love. And then we've got that eagle eye action, which it says right there. I'm not going to say it, but that's what it's basically implied there. And then we've got the artwork of our G.I. Joe here. And he looks like he's bloody and just ready to go in that Amazon. And of course, it says Falcon 2021. And then we've got our G.I. Joe figure here. Looks like he comes with some sort of either knapsack or punching bag or something like that. I'm not quite sure. And it looks like some sort, maybe it's a tent. I'm not sure. Again, and you can see him inside looking over there like, what is this stuff that they've got me with? And then, of course, at the bottom, we've got the Guerreiro de Amazonia here. And then on the side of this box, it's actually different from the other side. As you can see, we've got the logo. But then we also have this artwork here, which is pretty cool. And then we've got more here, so I guess to show these are the items that he comes with, I'm hoping. Really cool. So let's see if we can get the box open. And I'm actually going to open it from the top and see if I can get my blade and get to cutting, because there is some tape over here. So that was easy. Hopefully we can just, ooh, look at this. We've got the branding there, but then look at over here, that spider. That's so cool. So let's see if I can just pull the sleeve out. And yeah, it looks, oh wow, he comes with a lot of stuff. You can't see it just yet, but I'll show you. Look at all of this. He comes with a lot of stuff. Wow. And is that like a sheathed machete over there? Look at that. Really cool. Just so much to take a look at. So what I am going to do is I'm going to remove G.I. Joe from the liner, as well as everything else that comes with him, and we'll all take a look together. This is a close-up of Amazon Warrior G.I. Joe with the eagle eyes. And as you can see, he has the G.I. Joe sculpt. Really very cool. And of course, he's got the flocked hair and beard, which of course is very cool. And of course, he's got that scar there or cut on his face because he's a tough guy. I'm going to turn him over to the back so that you can see the lever that is used in order to change his eyes. So you would just switch it over and he's looking on the other side. Really very cool. And I'll just switch that so that you can see how it works. Really very cool. Let's see if I can get it to do it again. It's hard to maneuver. Yeah, or just like that. Very, very nice. I really like that. So I'm going to pull back. Don't want him looking on this side. Let's have him, let's see. Ooh, look, we can get him almost looking center. Really very cool. So I'm going to pull back so that we can see the body. And as you can see, he's got the G.I. Joe body. But actually, this one feels like it's really, some of them that I've had are really very stiff. This one feels a lot more loose and maybe a little bit easier to pose. And his shirt actually does go on over his head. And you can see the details with his pants here. Very nice. And all of the pockets. And then, of course, the boots. But, of course, the most fun part is those eyes. These are the accessories that come with Falcon's Amazon Warrior G.I. Joe. But before I go over all of those, I did want to show you that it does come with an instruction sheet. And if we look really closely here, and I can't really read the Spanish too well, but I can see we've got 21 pieces and also 6 connectors, and I'm supposed to put them all together. Oh, and then 12 other connectors there. I'm supposed to put all of these together to help create this big tent. So, ooh, ciao. We'll see how I do with that. But speaking of tent, here is the actual tent itself, and you can see it's got the Falcon branding or logo on it, and also right there, I believe that stands for Action Course. Let me know inside of the comments what that is, and this is from 2021, obviously. And also it comes with this rolled up set, and I thought actually maybe it was like some sort of bed, but actually I believe it is the bedding that goes inside of the tent. So that's actually very cool. He also comes with this bag, and also again it has the AC logo on there, and it's tied up, and I believe it has a bunch of the sticks inside that I'm going to need for the tent. So I'm just going to open this up a little bit and see what's doing. It looks like it's tied up pretty well. All right, so I've got it untied, and as you can see, it is all of those poles that I'm going to need for the tent. So I'm just going to put this off to the side. We also get this really cool radio phone, really very cool. Play line, of course, but still it's really very cool because it's like reminiscent of the old. Also, we get this water canister here, but what I really love about the canister is that it has that hook there so that you can hook that onto his belt. Very cool. We also get a machete, and we get a sheathed one, as you see, and it's actually like some sort of like velvet sheath, and it comes with a belt so that he can wear that on it. And the machete actually comes out, as you can see, and it is quite nice and large, but also can be held by the figure with his grip hand that he comes with. Also, I just wanted to show you with the tent, you see this yellow here. You're like, where did all the pegs go for this thing? And it turns out they are all inside of here, as you can see, more inside of the tent, and also all of the connectors and things that I'm going to need in order to put this together. So I decided to follow the instructions that we have here. So I got all of the connectors and I was able to put them together. So you can see the tent is actually pretty large. Obviously, the figures cannot stand inside it, but they can actually go inside. So let's see, we've got our Joe here, and he's like, oh, look, I'm ready to sleep. And as you can see, he would fit really nicely inside of it. He wouldn't be able to completely stand, but you would get him in this way. But the tent is not yet ready because we have to put the material on there. So I'm going to do that next. So I'm going to see if I can just slide this in. Hopefully it's easy to do. Oh, it's got a little stretch here. So let's see. Oh, yeah, this is going to be really tight. So let's see. I can get this down over here. It looks like it is working. So now I'll pull this. And it looks like it's working. Pull the tent more. And it looks like, voila, I've got my tent here. Really very cool, but it's not ready just yet. Remember, we did get this rolled up cushion, so you would actually put this at the bottom of the tent so that your Joe can rest, and then you would just zip it up, and voila, you have got your tent. Really very cool, and we'll get Joe to stand next to it just so that you can see the height of it and the scale. Very cool. So I wanted you to be able to see what the tent looks like next to Joe. So as you can see, he would not be able to stand up in it, but of course he would be able to lay inside and actually probably sit inside and do scenes. So just wanted you to see what he looks like next to the tent. But let's take a closer look at the tent. So as you can see, we do have a zipper in the front so that you can open it up and put the padding in, and of course put in your Joe. Hey, look, there's a Joe inside. I'm gonna zip this back up so we can see some more detail of the tent. As you can see, this is the side, and it looks like we have some straps here, so I believe this is supposed to fit as some sort of backpack. And if I can figure out how to fold it back up and pose it with the doll, then I'll do that. Also, on the other side here, we have another zipper so that in case you want to do something from the other side without the logo, then you have that option as well. Or in case you just want to use this side in order to put your figures inside and then have them pose, you can do that too. And you can see also more of the strap here. But very cool, very large tent. Let's welcome our panel. First, we have the king of JHT toys, Adonis. Next, we have overall tough guy, Eagle Eye G.I. Joe. And last but never least, actress, model, singer, and Jason Wu's original muse, ALYSA Rodriguez. Before we speak to our panel, let's do a 360 of Falcon's Amazon Warrior Eagle Eye G.I. Joe. So I do want to mention that Joe does not come with a display stand. This is just one that he is borrowing from my collection just so that we can see what he looks like from all angles. But of course, let's go in on the screening. You can see the flocked hair, which is really cool. And of course his screening as well, and that cool scar. And of course you can see the lever at the back of his head, which you would use to change the direction of his eyes. Now, I'm actually going to go down. You can see some detail. I have the canteen actually on his backpack. I was able to fold the backpack up. It was actually much easier than I thought. You just got to squish, squish, squish. And you can see how the backpack fits over the figure. And you can see he's also holding his phone in his hand with that grip hand. Really very cool. You can see the backpack from behind. And also he is carrying his machete. Yes, very cool. It's strapped onto his leg, and you can see his pants here with all the extra pockets and the branding on it. And of course, the boots that he's wearing. And more detail, of course, with the backpack, which is really very nice. And you can see his shirt that he's wearing as well. It's ribbed. Really very cool. And you can see how everything is just strapped on so he can really hold on to everything that he needs in the Amazon forest. But I will say it was kind of hard to balance him a little bit on this. But let's go in, of course, one more time on the screening. I just love the flocked hair, and of course those eyes are wild. Just love them. Too cool for school. And of course that scar, really love. And that is the 360 of Falcon's Amazon Warrior G.I. Joe. Adonis, I see that you already have a note for us. And you say, "Why is little man looking at me?" And Joe, you have a message for us. Ooh, it's hard to get out of your grip. And you say, "I'm not little, I'm robust." And Alyssa, you have a note for us. And you say, "Those Joes can't keep their eyes off my beauty." You might be right about that, Alyssa. All right, well, thank you, Joes. Thank you, panel. So Amazon Warrior G.I. Joe with the eagle eye is so much fun. Number one, the eagle eye thing in itself is just a lot of fun. But the set itself is actually really very cool. It's amazing that that huge tent I was able to get into a backpack. That is crazy. Also, the tent was a lot of fun. I like his outfit, but I may get him a couple other little pieces for him to wear. But I'm really glad that I got this set. I probably just need maybe one more eagle-eyed Joe in my collection. I'm looking for maybe a brunette, and then maybe I'll stop. I don't know. They're kind of addictive, but lots and lots of fun. I also like the updated body. This body was a lot more fun than what I remember from the original. It's really very cool, easy to pose, and he can stand on his own when he doesn't have this big backpack on him. So very, very cool, and love all of the accessories like the phone and the canteen. So really like him. Let me know what you think in the comments. Also, if you like this video, please make sure that you click the like button. That's so I know that you like my videos. And if you have not yet subscribed, please do it today. There's a little button somewhere down there. You'll press that with the notification bell, and then you'll get notified of when I come up with new videos like this one. So thanks again for watching, and I hope that you have a great day.